So, in this video, I'm going to tell you how I sent one of my clients to her sun line in astrocartography and the amazing results that she got when she went there. Hello guys, I am Rolf Tummis, aka the Pragmatic Astrologer, and on this channel I'm going to show you how some principles in astrology gave me and my clients amazing results. Now please allow me to use the next 15 seconds just to express my gratitude. Thank you guys, thank you to the community, thank you for all the comments in the last videos, thank you for your reactions, thank you for subscribing. This is really cool, this is really fun, and it's fascinating how fast this channel is growing thanks to you guys. So thank you for that. I will make sure to deliver in every video and I will make sure to improve every video. So thank you for that, and now let's go right into the subject, the sun line of my client. Instead of just directly sending my clients to a specific place to heal, right? Instead of just prescribing the right place, I like to dig a little deeper. And the first thing that we did together was looking at her personal astrocartography map, right? And we looked at her map and I asked her, is there any place that you feel drawn to? Any place where you feel a calling? Or any place where you already had positive feelings towards it? And her eyes lit up and she said, yes. And this place was none other than Greece, right? And we looked at it, and in Greece there was a big fat sun line. So in the moment when she was born, over Greece, the sun was on the highest point, right? In the mid sky. And this has a significant effect, especially for her, because she is a Leo sun, and sun is in its domicile in Leo, so it's a dominant sun, right? She has a very favorable sun, and for her, the sun lines are absolutely phenomenal. Now, what you can typically expect on a sun line, especially the sun line that she was on, right, the sun midheaven line, is recognition, right? Being seen, being more visible, also being more respected, being more appreciated, and especially feeling good about herself, right? That's exactly what the sun line provided, and she already felt attracted to that, right? So it's typical that when you feel attracted to a place, there are things from the energy from there that you like to harness, right? And for her, it was the sun line, being seen, recognition, right? Shining, and being seen from shining, right? So she went there, she already been there when she was 14, so she knew how this place has already affected her life. And she was fascinated when she understood that it was really about the place. It was not about the time, it was about the place. And when she goes there, she can typically expect this kind of experience. Let me just give you a little insight into her first experience when she went to Greece as a 14-year-old girl, right? She was 14, she went there with her friend, her best friend, and her best friend's father, right? They took her to the Greek island called Naxos, right? A beautiful small little island. She went there. One of the things that she recognized was that her psoriasis, right, which is an autoimmune related skin disease, the symptoms were gone. They were not there anymore, right? So this is something that I hear several times, I heard several times, and I also read it several times, that people going to their sun lines, as long as there's not real harsh aspects in the natal chart to the sun line often has a positive effect on the physical well-being, right? And she went there, she had that experience. Another thing that she told me about was a guy that she met when she was 14, right? She had her first summer love when she was there. Very innocent because she was very young, right? They just held hands. But it was an amazing experience. And even today, when she talks about this guy many years after, right, she still melts away. You can hear it in her voice. You can see how she shifts in her, her whole mental state shifts when she talks about him and the experience. So that was absolutely phenomenal. And the most fascinating thing about her whole experience, at least for me, when she came back, her mother said, She was in total awe, by the way. Her mother said, "You left a little girl and you came back a young woman." Right? That shows the huge dramatic shift that she made after being on her sun line as a 14-year-old girl just for a few days in a holiday, in a summer holiday. Right? So that just shows the significance, the power that planets can have when you go to those places. Right? And for her, especially beneficial, positive energy. The experience on her sun line as a 14-year-old wasn't the only experience that she had as a child, because a few years later, she participated in a school's contest where her team was supposed to present the logo of the school, the symbol of the logo of the school, and explain it, right? And the interesting thing was that the person who was supposed to give the presentation, she had terrible stage fright. So my client stepped in spontaneously, made the whole presentation up, and won the school's contest. And the prize to this contest was to Athens, right? Again, Greece, this time the capital of Athens. She went there, she had an amazing experience. And I just wanted to tell you that once again, she was very lucky. She went there and it was amazing, right? But this wasn't the only one, because you might have guessed it. Of course, I sent her to go back, right? So what I did is I told her, let's see, when is the next time that you can go to Greece, right? And it wasn't a few months. So one of the questions that I asked her, right? One of my favorite questions when it comes to, getting results with astrology and astrocartography right away, I asked her if she has any item from there still, right? And she thought about it, and then she lit up again and she said, yes, I have this beautiful necklace. I have a necklace made out of a shell, and I can wear that around my neck. I love it. And I was like, perfect. As soon as you have it, put it on, have it absorb the energy of it. And by the way, a few days later, because we became friends, and she was close to me, I gave her a very nice organic olive oil from her exact sunline, right? From olives that grew with the sunlight from her sunline, right? And this olive oil for her especially was absolutely phenomenal. Another thing that she did was she started to learn Greek, right? She loved the language. She started to learn Greek, and she was totally obsessed with it. And you could see how passionate she got, And this, by the way, is another form of remote activation, because through speaking a language of another country, you are connecting with the energy of that country. And that's what she did. And you could see the results, the fire, the fun that she had when she learned the language, right? I wish that everybody who wants to learn a language has the same passion that she had when she learned Greek, right? It was beautiful. Now, the trip that she planned after our meeting, right? The trip that she planned a few months after our session was Crete, right? The beautiful island that I spoke about in one of my earlier videos, an island that I really dearly love, and I'm definitely going to go back there as well. And she went there, and she had an amazing experience, right? The beginning, it started when she already arrived in the airport. The taxi driver, she had such a connection with him that she's like, I want you to drive me back when I return home, right? That was already her first experience. Then she went to her landlord. The landlord was like, well, I'm sorry. Somehow there was a mistake with the Airbnb, but I might have something much better. And she got the huge upgrade, right? She got one of the most amazing places in Crete, one of the highest places, a huge terrace, right? Look at this beautiful picture, right? Look at the amazing view that she had from there. And, same price, much less than she would have paid if she actually gotten that right away, right? That was one thing. Another thing, she loved the food. She sent me many pictures of food because, let's just face it, Greek food is freaking amazing, right? It's fresh. The ingredients, especially in Crete, it's amazing. it's delicious food, and the people really know how to enjoy life with great food, right? And she really appreciated that. She loved Greece, and when she came back, she had such a beautiful, amazing energy, right? The energy that I so loved about her when she started to learn Greek, right? And when she started to connect to Greece again, this beautiful energy became much more amplified when she returned, right? And this is exactly why I love my job as an astrologer, because these are the results that I love to get for my clients. But please bear in mind, I don't get these results for every client, right? Because not everybody is in the same position. She came out of a very, very difficult situation, and she needed a place to feel good about herself. So it was not so hard to get her from a place where she was already recovering to a much nicer place. However, when you really have big challenges and also mental health problems, I'm not going to be able to help you with that, right? But what I can help you with is finding places to really feel more energized, feel better about yourself, especially if you are willing to give this an outlet, right? And she did that. She went to her sun line, she went there to have fun, she went there to be recognized, and she went there to share her joy and generosity. And that's exactly what she got back there, right? Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for all the comments that you've given in the earlier videos. I'm very happy if you comment again. Let me know if you've been to sun lines. Let me know about your good stories or difficult stories on sun lines, because I'm always interested in both. And please react to the video. Subscribe if you like this material, if you haven't subscribed yet. And in the next video, I'm going to tell you about my personal sun lines, because I moved to my sun line over a year ago, and I'm going to tell you the phenomenal experience that I made when I was on my sun line. So stay tuned, and thank you very much for everything. Thank you for watching this, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it, and goodbye.